They subtly smile at each other across the table. Back at Maul's base, he is working away on some consoles when Moff Tarkin enters the room. Maul doesn't turn to face him. "What is it, Tarkin?" "My workers at a Gentane mine came across something I thought you'd be interested in." "Which is?" "Mandalorian iron." Maul turns. "You're certain?" "Well, the machines can't cut through it. They ended up having to cut around it just to get it out of the rock." "I presume that you would wish to inspect it yourself to make sure." "Is it your workers or clones at the mine?" "My workers. Tell them to leave immediately. No one is to enter that mine again until I arrive." "Very good. I have a squadron of soldiers nearby that can provide security for you." "When would you like to leave?" Maul walks past him and out the door. "Right now." Tarkin grins to himself. "Yes, my lord." Mandalorian iron is a very special and rare form of iron in the Star Wars universe. Reason being, it can be forged to form armor, which can actually block a lightsaber blade, laser blasts, and can even absorb Force lightning, which we all know is something Palpatine is a really big fan of using. The next day, the ship carrying Anakin and Obi-Wan is leaving Coruscant. Anakin and Obi-Wan are sitting beside each other on consoles. Anakin is looking over some of the recorded chess moves between him and Padme. Obi-Wan glances over at his screen. "Is that a different game between you two?" No, it's still the same one. That has to be the longest game in history." "I don't understand it. I can plan actual battles and win, but when it comes to playing her, I just can't beat her. She is very good. I hear she was one of the best back on Alderaan. No one was willing to play her anymore. She wipes them out in a matter of minutes." "Well, I've survived this long, so I must be doing something right." "You're pretty good. Maybe you could give me some pointers." Obi-Wan leans over and has a look at the screen. "I thought I had her cornered a few times, but she always manages to get away." "You thought you had her cornered." "That's just it. It's all a game of deception." Obi-Wan goes quiet for a while as he ponders over the moves on the screen. "The Chancellor didn't tell me that Master Windu was coming on the mission as well. He made it sound like it was going to be just the two of us." "It was supposed to be, but the Council decided to send him with us." "I guess it makes sense. Maul will have his sister with him, so if there's two of them, it's better that there's three of us. It would be better if there was 4 or 5 of us, but this is a war that has many fronts, and we don't even know if Maul will be there." "He will be there. I know it." A trooper approaches them. "We've gone into hyperspace. Master Windu will be briefing the men in 5 minutes." "We'll be there." The trooper leaves and Obi-Wan gets up to walk out. "Shall we?" "Wait a second, the game." "Oh, right, the game. Well, you don't need to worry about losing." "What do you mean?" "Well, from what I could see, she's had plenty of opportunities to beat you, but she never seems to take them." "What? Well, why not?" "I told you, it's all a game of deceptions, my old Padawan. Looking like you're after one thing, but you're really after something else. One thing's pretty clear from what I can see. It's not the game that she's interested in." Anakin has a kind of surprised look on his face. Obi-Wan slaps him on the back roughly. "Ah, come on. We got a water fight, you know." Obi-Wan pauses before leaving the room. "You see? You may have graduated from being my apprentice, but that doesn't mean I can't still teach you things." He leaves the room and Anakin's surprised look slowly changes to a goofy-looking grin. Back on Coruscant, it's the middle of the night. Padme is fast asleep when something awakens her. She reaches over and turns on a light. Oh, okay, you trying to give me a heart attack? What are you doing in here? "Talk. We must." At the Gentane mine, a shuttle lands in the hangar and a few workers are waiting. Maul and Talon get out, followed by Tarkin. "The mine is empty as per your orders. Everyone except these workers who found the iron. They'll be able to take you to where it is." Maul turns to Tarkin. "You wait here." "Yes, my lord." The workers lead Maul and Talon through some of the tunnels until they reach a chunk of silver iron sitting at the end of a tunnel. This is it. Maul approaches, ignites his saber and swings at the chunk of iron, and sure enough, it does not cut through. Maul turns to Talon. "It's real. Wearing this as armor could give us the edge we need to defeat Sidious. And with him dead and the construction of the Death Star, this galaxy will be ours." He turns to the workers. "Do any other workers know about this iron?" "No, we found it, and then we closed off the tunnel straight away. No one else knows about it except Moff Tarkin." "We can't risk Sidious finding out that we have the iron before we confront him." He retracts his blade and Talon levitates the chunk of iron with them as they head back out of the tunnel. Outside, the Jedi and the troopers are approaching the mine, when suddenly they hear a sound. What was that? It sounded like a shuttle. Maybe Maul did bring security with him after all, or that could have been Maul leaving already. If that was him leaving, we should get our shuttle and chase him down. But if it wasn't him leaving and he's still inside, we'll miss him if we go after it. Windu turns to Obi-Wan. We need to know if Maul is still in the mine. I can't try to sense him now, we're not even inside. He'll have a huge head start on us. We don't have a choice. Do it. Obi-Wan closes his eyes and he stretches out with the Force. Inside, Maul and Talon are almost back at the hangar when they both suddenly stop in their tracks. Did you feel that? Yes. You were right. The dark side has finally delivered him to me. She drops the iron and grabs her lightsaber. Stop! Forget him. We have to take the iron. That Jedi is my kill. And Sidious is mine. We need the iron to defeat him. Once he's dead, we can scan the entire galaxy to find this Jedi of yours. But we are not going to jeopardize our best chance to seize control of the galaxy just so you can kill one Jedi. Talon reluctantly clips her saber back on her belt again. Very well, but I want that Jedi. I have a vengeance to collect. And you will, but we must take the iron now. She levitates it again and they run down the passageway and into the hangar. Maul slides to a stop and fury flashes in his eyes. No! Where's the shuttle? Maul roars in frustration. Tarkin! He must have told the Jedi they could find us here. He set this whole thing up. Maul reaches for his belt and unclips his lightsaber. Turns out you will get your revenge after all. Obi-Wan enters the mine, followed by Windu and Anakin, with the troopers coming in behind them. Maul and Talon race into a small control room and they see the Jedi and the stormtroopers on one of the security monitors. Maul points at a different monitor. There, we'll fight them in there. There's a generator by the walkway ahead of them. I think we can overload it from here. Obi-Wan leads the others along. Can you still sense them? Yes, they're still here. We best be ready. They round a corner and see the generator by the walkway spewing out electricity. We can't get through that. We'll have to find another way around. We don't have time to go around. Maul and Talon could be gone any second. We could use force shields and jump through, and then we could project shields for the troopers and bring all them through one by one. Still, that would take too long. Windu turns to the troopers. We'll take it from here. You join the others back at the shuttle and wait for our call. The troopers leave and make their way back to the shuttle. Windu readies himself, concentrates, and puts up a projective wall of force energy around him. He then takes a running leap and dives through the electricity and clears the other side. Alright, come on through. Anakin and Obi-Wan look at each other and they have a quick game of rock, paper, scissors to see who goes next. Anakin loses, so it's his turn. He projects a shield and dives through and joins Windu on the other side. Obi-Wan readies himself. Wait, there's something... Obi-Wan! Silently, one of Anakin's sabers detaches from his belt and levitates up to just behind his head. Windu sees this and uses the Force to quickly whip Anakin's head to the side, just as the saber ignites, missing him by inches. Windu fires up his saber and slashes Anakin's out of the air right above him, before spinning around to see Maul at the end of the walkway, hand outstretched. Obi-Wan is clashing with Talon and Force pushes her down some stairs. He yells back to the others, I'm alright, you two go get him. Maul disappears around the corner and Windu helps Anakin up. You alright? Thanks to you. You have another saber? Yes, good. You'll need it. They run after Maul while Obi-Wan and Talon face off again. You should have killed me when you had the chance. I never wanted to kill you, and I still don't. Don't worry, you won't.